Hey guys, it's Fee, and this is my 6-month baby update. Unfortunately, Kennedy has just fallen asleep, and I was trying to get everything ready to make this video, but she fell asleep, and she might not be making an appearance in this video unless she wakes up, but we hope that she stays asleep. If you want to see her, you can always go to my, follow me on Twitter, because I post pictures on there all the time of her, so there you go. So this is her 6-month update video. I realized I have not done an update video on her since probably, I did a combined 6 weeks postpartum video. So you guys are probably like, what happened to the baby? The baby is still here. She's growing very fast, and I can't believe that she's 6 months already. So I don't want to make this video very long. Updates, excuse me, her 6-month checkup yesterday. So that's why I'm making this video today, because I want to get all of her information, and then I can make this update fresh and current, and you guys will know where she is right now. So she is 27 inches and 1/4 centimeter. She's really long, and her weight, she is 17 pounds and 14 ounces. And her head, my baby's got a large head. It's 45 inches and 3/4 centimeters. And the funny thing is, when she went in for a 4-month checkup, the doctor was like, all right, you've got kind of a large head. Let's see where you get that big head from. So he measured my husband's head and my head, and come to find out, my husband and I, we both have large heads, so my baby is going to have a large head. But she has tons of hair, so it covers it all up. But yeah, anyway, so those are just her stats right now. And I did mention that she's like 27.25 inch long, which means we had to get another car seat. The original car seat was just like the travel system car seat, like the infant car seat, and that only goes to like 30 inches. And her little legs were like, when she stretched them out, like she was basically hanging over that car seat, her little feet. So we went ahead and purchased one of the like Grow With Me convertible car seats. Like she's going to be in this car seat until she's 70 pounds and like 52 inches tall. So she's in it forever, as long as it stays nice and pretty and clean, which I'm sure it's not going to, because it's a baby. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm a little loopy. Sorry. All right. Anyway, so we had to get a new car seat for her. And as far as her clothes, she is in 3 to 6 months clothing, and then also 6 months some things. And then some things that are 3 months she can still fit. Like some tops that are 3 months, she can still fit the tops that are 3 months. The waist on 3 months actually still fit her, but the length doesn't fit her. So that's why we're in 3 to 6. And 3 to 6 is like, 3 to 6 is perfect. Like you get 3 to 6, it always fits perfect. 6-month things are still kind of big, like in here, like it's loose kind of up in the like the chest area, so that doesn't quite fit. But like lengthwise, 6 months is good for pants or bottoms. So those are her sizes that she's in. She is a super happy baby. She's always laughing, always smiling. And she actually enjoys watching TV, which I don't really like that she watches TV, but like literally, like if something's on, and that's also why I try to keep it on, like always on Sprout or Nick Jr. or something if the TV is on for her, because she watches TV, and not only is she looking at it, she's looking at it and she's laughing at it. So I guess it's the colors, or I don't know what it is, but she loves, to look at that. But I try to keep that limited as possible. And she also enjoys music. So anytime there's like music, like the Fresh Beat Band singing or something, she'll like quiet up, and she loves that. Let's see. We talked about at her last appointment getting her ears pierced, and her last doctor's appointment, because he wanted to have at least 2 sets of immunizations done, which she's had her 3rd set of vaccines done right as of yesterday. So we're going to go back and make an appointment, and they do it right there in office. So we're going to go and get her ears pierced. And I do ask, just as a disclaimer, and I know my subscribers are awesome, but I do ask, the decisions that we choose to make for our daughter are our decisions and things that we feel are right for her and for our family. And we just ask that, please don't pass any negative comments our way towards the decisions that we make, the same that I won't make any negative comments or anything towards the decisions that you make for your child, because I believe that each household raises their child the way that they want them to be raised. Okay, so that's over. So yeah, so we're gonna get her ears pierced. I'm kind of like, I want to, so I'm like, you know, she look like a little girl, because sometimes she looks like a little boy. If she doesn't have like a headband on or a hair bow, she looks like a little boy. So, and then also I'd rather do it now while she's younger before she's older, and like, so she doesn't, you know, if it is painful or anything, she has it done and she doesn't have to really go through that. And plus I can keep it clean for her, so make sure there's no infections, opposed to her being older and her trying to keep up with it and like whatever. So we're going to do that sometime soon. I don't know when, but we just have to make an appointment to go back to do that at the doctor's office, because they do it right there in the office. And then also we're going to go, we got a referral for him to go to an ENT, because I don't know if I mentioned this before, she has a little skin tag like right here in front of her ear. And it was a little bit too large in hospital, because normally they just tie a piece of string around it and let it fall off in the hospital, but it was a little bit too thick at the base, so they wanted me to go over to an ENT and just to make sure that there was nothing wrong. I did read that skin tags can be linked to kidney issues as well as hearing, but her pediatrician, honestly, he isn't worried about either or for her, so we're just going to go to the ENT, see what they say, and then I will have it removed, even though it's super cute. But I want it to be removed just because, honestly, because when she's older and she's in school with kids, and kids can be mean, so anything that makes you different from the kids they poke at, and I just feel that it'll be better to do it now before she even knows that it was even there. And we're not, I mean, I'm definitely not ashamed of my baby. I think she's the most beautiful baby in the world, so it doesn't really matter about her little skin tag. But I'm thinking more of in the future, and when she's in school, and how kids are, and you know, that kind of thing. So, because they tease me about everything. I mean, I was teased for all kind of like crazy things. So yeah, so that's that. And let's go on to sleeping. Let's talk about her sleeping. We are co-sleeping at the moment. It's very, we have a king size bed, and she and I sleep like normal upright, and then my husband sleeps across the bottom of the bed. So yeah, I'm ready for her to get in her bed so I can stretch my legs out, and yeah, so I don't know how that's gonna work. We keep trying. She has a gorgeous room and a nice comfy bed, and I put her in there. She'll play in there for like maybe about 5 or so minutes, and then after that she's like, I want out. So I don't know. So any tips on getting baby to sleep in bed, please let me know. Right now she sleeps when she first goes down, she sleeps between 3 to 4 hours, and then she'll wake up to eat. And then after that, she'll wake up every 2 to 3 hours to eat at night. So last night she only woke up once. She went down around, I don't know, like 9-ish, I think, 9, yeah, about 9 o'clock. And then she woke up at like midnight, and then she slept until 5:30. So if that's her new plan, I would love it, because I could do midnight and then get up at 5, you know, that works for me. But so that's how she's sleeping right now. And let's see, sorry, I have my notes here so that I don't make this video super long, which it's already getting there. So let me move on. Okay, food. I am still breastfeeding, so I made it to my 6 months. Yay, that was my mini goal, but I want to go to a year, so I'm still got another 6 months to go. But I made, she's doing breast milk. She does do formula. She does about 2 bottles, maybe 3-ish, depending, a day of formula. And right now we are using the Babies R Us soy brand of formula, because she does have, she's not just, I don't eat dairy because it messes with her tummy, and also it flares up her eczema. And so initially when I started giving her formula, I had given her just regular, you know, Gerber Good Start, and I didn't pay attention that it was a milk-based formula. And actually when she went in for a 4-month checkup, which is when I started giving her formula at 4 months when I went back to work, I noticed on her back she had this huge breakout of eczema on her back, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know. So then later that day I realized that it actually said milk-based formula on the things. I switched to soy, and within like 2 days her back had cleared up and she's been good. So we give her soy formula, and I don't eat dairy, and her tummy stays good and her skin stays good. So That's that. We do oatmeal cereal. We started that at 4 months, and she likes it best when I mix the cereal with her breast milk. She will sometimes eat it. She does okay with it when you mix it with water, and she doesn't really like it when you mix it with formula. So we kind of don't really do that. So she does the oatmeal cereal. She's been doing that for I started introducing that at 4 months. And probably this last month is when she's really just been eating it like really good. Like, okay, I know what the spoon is. I know, and she takes it and she eats. I usually give it to her like kind of in between her bottles. Like she's eating every 3 hours now. Every 3, maybe 4 sometimes, but usually every 3 hours. So about like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours after her feeding is when our bottle feeding is when I'll give her the cereal. Because if she's really hungry, she's not eating that cereal. And when she sees that milk, she's not drinking. She's like, I don't want that. I want that, because she knows She knows what her bottles look like. She knows what milk is. So we give her the cereal, and actually today I just gave her some vegetables for the first time today, and she loved it. I plan on making homemade baby food, which I did today, which was super easy, and I'll do a video because it was so easy and I want to share it with you guys. Made sweet potato, and she loved it. So I'm just going to wait 3 days before I introduce another vegetable. But as long as this doesn't break her out or anything, I think she's good. She really enjoyed it. So she sucked that down. I gave like 2 ounces to start with, and she sucked it all down. Right now, she is sitting up unassisted. Like she won't, if you put the boppy around her, she'll sit up like all day long. If you just have her sitting on the floor, she'll sit up for a good while, and then she'll kind of slump over, or you kind of have to sit her up. Like she's not just like getting up and sitting up. You kind of have to make sure you sit her up, and then once she's up, she's good. So she's sitting up pretty well unassisted. She's rolling over. Most of the time she rolls over, and she kind of still leaves her arm up under her for a little bit. That one arm that she rolled towards, so that arm is still under her. And then, well, not really, I would say maybe 75% of the time, 25% of the time, she'll roll over, pop her arm up, and pop up immediately to she's ready to go. But usually she'll roll over, and she'll be on her tummy for a little bit, and then she'll move the arm from under her, and she's kicking her feet kind of like she's trying to do an army crawl. She's not quite up on her knees or anything yet to crawl, but I think we are getting there. Let's see, she reaches for everything. And she's determined. So if something is there and she wants to get it, she's getting it. She's going for it. So we have to keep everything out of the way from her. She loves paper. She loves anything that crunches and makes noises. She loves that. Oh, and her teething. She hasn't really started teething yet. You can kind of see the teeth. It's getting wider and wider. So I guess they're pushing closer and closer to the surface, but nothing has broken through yet. So yeah, and I'm really excited. I'm still breastfeeding. I do a lot of the bottles. I'm trying to get her mostly on bottles, pump milk in the bottle, because this little girl, she doesn't have teeth yet, but she likes to snap. She thinks it's so funny. She does snap, snap, snap on mommy's boobie. So, yeah. So it's painful, not fun. So I'm trying to get her on bottles. I mean, overnight, I'll nurse her overnight, because it's just kind of our bonding time. And also when I come home from work and I'm gone for haven't seen her in 2 days, and I want to come home and see her and cuddle with her and nurse her and cuddle her. And that's kind of our time. So not completely off the boobie, but just kind of more so on the bottles, because she's snapping and hurting mama. And let's see, I think that is everything. I know I was talking super fast because I didn't want this video to be too long, and it's already almost 14 minutes. So I will be making some more videos for you guys, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My username is @FeScott, FESCOTT. That's where you'll see tons of pictures of Kennedy, and also just whatever's going on in my life. Excuse me. So if you want to see her, because she is still asleep and I don't really want to wake her up, so follow me on there and you can keep up with us, and feel free to comment, rate, subscribe, talk to me. I love talking to you guys, and yeah, I guess I will talk with you all soon.